Chick, and I'm here to talk about Hot Pursuit. It's that new comedy with Reese Witherspoon. Now, I'm not a big fan of current comedies, but mainly because I haven't found too many, like, there just doesn't seem to be too many, like, good comedies out there lately. Like, they all just seem to be either, like, really stupid ones that have really stupid jokes, or ones that are just kind of, like, dark humor, that they're not really that funny. There's no, like, in between, and I mean, now, Hot Pursuit, in my opinion, kind of goes more towards the former, I mean, it's not, like, completely stupid, but it does, to me, it did kind of rely a bit too much on, like, easy jokes, I mean, because the two leads were females, they mostly relied on, like, vagina jokes and lesbian jokes. I don't care if this movie was directed by a female. I could tell that a man wrote the script. I mean, based on the kinds of jokes, I don't really think a female scriptwriter would like, throw in, like, jokes about the uterus, or, like, have the two women trying to kiss each other in order to fool some guy, or have the Reese Witherspoon accidentally tase a guy because he says shotgun and that freaks her the fuck out. I mean, okay, I haven't seen too many, like, Reese Witherspoon movies, but I felt like her performance in this movie was kind of forced. Like, I understand that she's supposed to be, like, a high-strung female cop who's, like, really obsessed with her job and doesn't, like, calm down and think things through or just chill out a little, but I felt like she was kind of, like, being, like, she was trying too hard to be that kind of character. And she really didn't need to be, so, like, her performance just felt kind of forced, in my opinion. Now, the other actress, the co-star, who was the witness that Reese Witherspoon's character had to protect, who was just causing her all sorts of problems along the way, I felt like she was actually funnier than Reese Witherspoon. I mean, like, I felt like her, like her lines were the funniest, and her, like, the timing of her dialogue and the timing of her reactions was pretty good, and they felt, more natural, so to speak. Like, yeah, sure, they were exaggerated because, well, it was a comedy, but it felt natural and, fittingly exaggerated in all the right places, whereas Reese Witherspoon seemed to kind of, like, yeah, she got all the right places, but at times they felt kind of forced, and she really wasn't funny. And I know she was supposed to be, like, the straight man to, the other actresses, over-the-top, silliness, but she was kind of being a little too straight. Like, she could have been a little, like, loosened up just a little bit. Now, the plot itself, you just seem kind of, like some comedic road trip story disguised as a cop movie about a female cop who's ends up having to protect a witness from being killed by some guys that want to silence her to keep her from testifying against the drug cartel guy whom she's supposed to testify against. To be fair, I didn't really expect much. I mean, particularly since I'm not a big fan of this kind of comedy anyway, but I got a few laughs here and there, like the scene where, when she does finally kill the drug cartel, the other actress's reaction was just, like, hilarious, because she's all like, "Are you serious? I was supposed to kill him, and didn't you kill him before I could?" It's just like, I mean, that's just not the kind of reaction you would expect in that kind of situation. That's what kind of made it funny, and, I felt like it didn't really, like, it was trying to do something different, but it really wasn't different. I mean, it just sort of reinforced the stereotypes that are affiliated with, you know, cop movies and comedies that tend to revolve around women. And I think that's what kind of bothered me the most about this movie, was it just sort of didn't do anything different or actually genuinely funny. It just sort of relied on jokes that are way too easy to make. So, yeah. I was not impressed by this movie, but I am kind of biased because it wasn't Hot Pursuit, really isn't the kind of comedy isn't the type of comedy I'm into anyway. So, I'm going to give this film I'm gonna be generous and give it a C-, mostly because it wasn't a great comedy, but it wasn't so awful that it was not watchable. I did get a few laughs here and there, but it ultimately, like, wasn't, like, the jokes were too easy. The characters really didn't change by the end of the film, and the plot was pretty predictable. And so, I am Chick, and I'll see you next time.